from America. In America right now, our country's crumbling. The working class have terrible jobs. Our infrastructure is falling apart. Our government is spending hundreds of billions on wars in Ukraine, Taiwan, Israel, everywhere else. And we're letting all these 7 million illegal migrants come into our country in 1 year. So things are beginning to fall apart. And what communists in America have come to realize is that even though we have no representation in the political establishment in the United States, we do have a strong class-conscious political sect that has materialized from the Trump campaign. So, we as communists don't necessarily endorse Trump for everything he does, but we recognize that the Trump movement, otherwise known as MAGA, Make America Great Again movement, is purely class-conscious and has the ability to challenge the foreign policy establishment, the economic establishment, and hopefully unroot all of these massive lobbying groups and entities from the establishment and reorientate our economy and our country in a way that actually works for the working people and gets us on track with countries like China.
As now, Trump has won decisively his election. As you are from the United States, what's your take on his victory, and what's your assessment?
I was happy on election day, and it was a stunning defeat. Trump took all 7 of the swing states. Unfortunately, we've now begun to watch him make his cabinet appointments. Professor Alexander Dugin is reminding everyone to uphold optimism in this moment, because everyone he's selecting is, their Middle East policy is not that great, but I didn't expect it to be great. But when it comes to Russia policy, he's selecting people, for the most part, that are calling Russia's special military operation a genocide in Ukraine. And he's selecting a lot of China hawks and people that want to do bad things to China. But what were your initial thoughts to his victory?
Well, actually, we are very prudent. When 4 years ago, when Biden came to power, as you know, we have this weekly show based in Shanghai called China Now. We made a prediction. We said the Biden administration could be transitory. And 4 years later, it could be a return of Trump. Or it will be a year of Donald Trump without Donald Trump, in the sense that there could be an assassination. But his ideas, mega, etc., may still survive him. So we had this kind of assessment. We were not that very much surprised, but we were a bit surprised in the sense that he won this kind of decisive victory. We thought it could be slightly less than that. But on the whole, China is less worried about him. I was in Geneva last month. The difference between Chinese and Europeans, from my observation, is that Europeans are deeply worried who will win the next election in the White House. I said, Chinese look at this show, whatever, with a kind of amusement, because we thought it's fun. And actually most Chinese, at least up to now, like Donald Trump a bit more than Biden, in the sense that we quote from Chairman Mao. He said, "We like to deal with the rightist."
Yes, I saw some Chinese social media users calling him Comrade Trump. We have yet to see what comes. J.D. Vance, his vice president, has said a lot of mixed things about China, but he did on the Senate floor. He said, you look at America's foreign policy, we're sending bombs, sanctions, regime change, coups everywhere. China's building roads, building bridges, infrastructure. They're alleviating poverty.
Even for Donald Trump, if you look at his comments on China per se, he said, if you want to look at the best infrastructure, go to China. We're not a developed country, we're a developing nation. China developed country, whatever. In other words, I think he realized certain issues that were very serious, but the solution he put forward will not work. Same with his cabinet, this composition will not achieve its purpose. I think this is something he still has to learn a bit from the Chinese wisdom.